Welcome back to our show that's all about compact cars. Canadians love compact vehicles because they're inexpensive to buy and they're good on fuel.
Now we also like subcompacts, but below subcompacts are microcars. Now this is a classic car segment we did years ago on the Isetta. A lot of people don't know the Isetta, but you know the name BMW. BMW made this car after the Second World War, and it basically put them on the map. This was a high mileage car long before the Prius, long before the Insight. Check it out. Today's car manufacturers are trying to produce more and more fuel-efficient cars. Well, 50 years ago, BMW had this car, the Isetta, and it's capable of over 80 miles to the gallon. They didn't invent the car. The car was originally invented by an Italian called Renzo Revolta. His company actually produced refrigerators. And this car has a refrigerator door handle on the front. And just like a refrigerator, the door opens forward, along with the windshield and the steering wheel, making it easier for the driver to slide behind the wheel.
0 to 50 in 45 seconds, 0 to 60, it won't go that fast. Top speed's about 53.
You know, driving a car like this, it harkens back to a simpler era when people smiled more and had more fun, and that's exactly what this car gives you, a sense of fun. It's got lots of glass around with a sunroof on a day like this. Just makes you want to get out there and cruise around in the sunshine. It's a simple car. You have to keep in mind it's only got one cylinder, so even by 50 standards, it's kind of a basic car. The hardest thing, though, is the shifters on the left-hand side. So if anybody's driven in Europe, especially in Great Britain, you'll be used to that. It takes a little getting used to, and you know what I got to say? It's a very good date car, because your date has to sit very close. Wait a second, I don't have a date.
This is the car that put BMW on the map after the war. It was the first profitable automobile, and it was probably the one that saved BMW from bankruptcy directly after the war. This car put BMW where it is today.
162,000 of these vehicles were produced between 1955 and 1962. Believe it or not, there was a four-seater version of this vehicle, a convertible, and even a pickup truck.
I think people react to the Isetta like they would to a puppy. There are certain characteristics that create warm, fuzzy feelings in humans, and those are brought on by characteristics of a baby. Large eyes, short nose, small stature, and the Isetta has all of those, and it never fails to bring out that warm, affectionate feeling toward the car. Automobile manufacturers around the world are spending millions of dollars to produce energy-efficient vehicles. This car is half a century old, and with a 13-horsepower engine, averages about 65 miles to the gallon in town and about 80 miles per gallon on the highway.
The thing about that Isetta, a modern version of that, it wouldn't pass a crash test and it wouldn't pass emission test, so that's why it was able also to get such great mileage. Now there's a reason why Canadians love compact cars, because they're not really giving anything up. Compact cars have grown. The Civic is the best-selling car in Canada. The current Civic is bigger than the very first Honda Accord.
Yeah, so what they do is they just make the compact cars bigger. For example, the Honda Civic now has been replaced with the smaller fit. You've got the 3 Series BMW, and now you've got the 1 Series, which is even smaller.
We had a chance to catch up with Greg Young from Mazda Canada. He's telling us about a new subcompact car that's smaller than the Mazda 3, which has been enjoyed all over the world for years, and it's finally coming to Canada.
In September, Mazda announced that it will introduce the subcompact Mazda 2 into Canada and the United States in the summer of 2010. It's been 15 years since we've sold a subcompact car in Canada, but Mazda has a very well-deserved reputation for designing and building small cars. So we're really excited to add the new Mazda 2 to our lineup next summer.
So, not to worry, once the Mazda 2 is available, Zach and I will take it out for a test drive and give it our full review.